Hello, Alafi, everybody. Welcome to Asterisha Moon Forecaster. We're getting ready for this upcoming full moon in Cancer. It's also called the cold moon. That's going to be Saturday, December 22nd at 12:48 p.m. That's Eastern Time. The moon is 0 degrees Cancer in house 3. The sun is 0 degrees Cancer in house 9. And I'm also going to mention the North Node and South Node. North Node is 26 degrees Cancer, but it is retrograde in house 4. And of course, Cancer owns house 4. So that's why I wanted to mention the North Node, because it being what it is and it being in house 4 and in the sign of Cancer, I think that's very important to pay attention to. The South Node is in Capricorn, and that's 26 degrees as well. So today is December 21st, 2018. So happy winter solstice to all of you who are celebrating this time of the year. Now, let's get back to this moon time. We have some full moon themes for this moon time. So we have family issues and concerns. Anytime the moon is in the sign of Cancer, and especially a full moon in the sign of Cancer, then we're going to hear more situations in the news which are going to be family related. So there's family issues, family concerns, community work, community concerns, new beginnings, old endings, completing something, the return of an idea or experience, marital concerns, and exaggeration. So we've got highs and lows, a lot of emotional fluctuations going on with the energies of this moon time. Now, I had mentioned also the North Node and South Node. So let me just tell you real quick just about that North Node, South Node energy. So with the North Node, that is representing what we are striving to achieve. And it's also indicating what our collective consciousness is striving for. So in this case, with the North Node in Cancer is 26 degrees, then it's looking at creating something, especially regarding opportunities and regarding new growth. And that is on a large scale. But it being retrograde, then we're going to be also dealing with striving to not be so impatient, also striving to follow through on the opportunities and the ideas that are presented to us or we create for ourselves. So that's a challenging position, but it's a position that our collective consciousness is needing to express and go through at this time. So also with that Cancer at 26 degrees retrograde North Node, we're also striving to combat some type of frustration. So we're looking at some challenges, but without challenges, then there's no growth. So it's really talking about internal growth. As much as this is a full moon, full moons deal with the collective and helping each other. Again, this is somewhat of a personal moon time. Then we also have the South Node, and the South Node is dealing with what we already have accomplished, what we're familiar with, and that South Node being in the sign of Capricorn. So it already understands structure and it understands the familiarities of what it means to be restricted. And this moon time is going to deal a lot with different forms of restriction and wanting to break out of that. So we've got the moon in Cancer, as I had mentioned before, and not only is it in Cancer, but I'm going to look at some of the moon's transits while it's in Cancer. So we've got this moon sextile Uranus. So all my Risha people, we're talking about that Yamaja Shango kind of archetype energy going on. So this is a transit that lends to an openness towards change. And it ramps up an inner drive within each person who's connecting with this transit to accomplish something personal and to be internally transformative. And also, a lot of people that are connecting with this moon sextile Uranus are going to find themselves being less fearful towards getting something done or addressing something. They're really going to want to address something, even if it's challenging. That's for all of you who are connected with that moon sextile Uranus. We also have the moon opposite Saturn. So for you all who are connecting with the moon opposite Saturn during this particular moon time, and that uh, transit is relating to that Yamaja and Abaluaye energy or Babaluaye energy, then it's dealing with the North Node and the South Node energies as well, because the North Node is also in Cancer, and the South Node is in Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. So we've got heavy energy with this moon opposite Saturn transit. So this transit is going to carry, like I said, a very heavy energy. It's somewhat of a mournful energy. It has a kind of sad energy with it. So those of you that are connecting with the moon opposite Saturn, you're going to feel it in your body. You're going to feel it in your gut as far as your emotions are concerned. You might even have stomach aches and body aches with this moon opposite Saturn, because it's just a double energy, because like I said, it's also mirroring the archetypes of moon and Saturn, which are Cancer and Capricorn. The other thing with this moon opposite Saturn to take into consideration is that the moon is in house 3. Now, the North Node is in house 4, but the moon is in house 3. So we're talking about communication. So if you're connecting with this moon opposite Saturn, then be really careful of poor communication, misunderstandings, flare-ups that are surrounding communication, and also creating communication that brings sadness, things of that nature. So you can get easily hurt, get your feelings easily hurt with this moon opposite Saturn right now. It's a very personal kind of energy. The last transit that I'm going to talk about is this moon square Mars under this particular full moon time. Now, this one is having the energies of the archetype of Yamaja Ogun. This is going to bring on some family issues, some mother-child issues. It's going to bring on some issues regarding a need to heal. Some people are going to connect with this transit and just want to get up and leave or walk away, run away. Some are going to want to address an issue, but they are ready to fight. This transit can bring some type of volatile energy and confrontational energy to the forefront. So also, again, figments of your imagination can flare up, and you're just assuming that so-and-so said such and such, and you're ready to confront them. Pull back if you're getting in that kind of space and really find out what happened first. Maybe you're right, but then maybe you're wrong. But also, whether you're right or wrong, you want to address the situation differently, because this is a volatile type of energy. Okay, so I do want to mention to you all about the Capricorn Sun. It is also 0 degrees. It is in house 9. So this is a good time to create or to redefine what is needed in your life. So the moon's energy is going to draw out and pull out of you situations that are of concern that you feel can't be ignored anymore. you want to address it. Some of you are wanting to just sever ties and walk away. You feel like you've addressed it enough and you're good with where you are and you're done. Whatever that is, it's going to be drawn out. So the Capricorn Sun is giving us a chance to redefine how we at that point want to live our life moving forward into 2019, because it's looking at what we know. We know about stability, we know about sustainability, we know about structure. But we're going to redefine what that structure is going to look like on a personal level. And then as we create it, we're going to implement it on a public, community, or social level. So we're going to redefine how we're going to be interacting with people and how we're going to allow people to approach us and interact with us as we move into 2019. So this is actually a really good time. This is a very powerful moon time because it's dealing with endings and beginnings simultaneously on many different levels. 2018's final full moon is the moon that forms a final reckoning. And we're going to address it on many different levels. We're even seeing it happen in the news. People have gotten to a place where they say, there's no more that I'm going to take, and I'm going to redefine how I'm going to move through the rest of the year. And that's where we are. So I hope everybody has a fulfilling, safe, structured, loving, and powerful full moon time. Check us out at asherishamoon.com. And for those of you that would like to get the forecast that also has the full moon ceremony in it, just email me at asherisha@gmail.com. We're gifting that to everybody for the end of the year. All right, everybody. So thank you for chiming in. And remember to know your truest self, follow the moon. And I'll see you next month when the moon is full.